Why, hello everyone. I had a bad idea. Recently I played Skyward Sword HD, which was my first ever Zelda game. Wow. So I thought this was the most appropriate time to rank all the Zelda games. Yep. Yep. Very appropriate. Yes. So, I'm just gonna be ranking these on what I've heard about them, and yeah, and I will be using the most unique format of ranking, being the tier list. It's super unique. Uh, all right. So let's get this out of the way. Okay. First up, we got the original Legend of Zelda. Um, this one, um, I'm gonna put an A tier because it was able to spark a series. I haven't heard that much about it, but it did spark a huge series and a fandom for it. So it should be good, right? Right? Okay, yeah. That's the original one. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Wind Waker. What I've heard is that it is the um it, should it okay, we're just gonna pretend this double S tier doesn't exist. Can I uh delete row? Wow, I did it. I'm so smart. Yeah, I should have done more work on this. So yeah, Wind Waker. So what I've heard about it is like really good game. Like, and I've actually played some of Wind Waker. Like when I was younger, a neighbor lent a Wind Waker HD to me, and I had the Wii U, and and since I was a dumb stupid kid person, I did not know how to get past like the first like dungeon thing. It was like the first time where you lose your sword and like you're shot out of the cannon because mainly I was a dumb stupid child person. Wow. Um yeah. So that's Wind Waker. I've heard it's good, and yeah. Wow. I had I this was such a great idea, wasn't it? Hyrule Warriors. I'm not ranking that. What is that one? These are sort of small. Uh, what is it? What is it? Can I zoom in on this? Mm, we're gonna go do the old Control Plus. Wow, that's big. Four Swords Adventures. Yeah, I like this much more. Four Swords Advent. Okay, Four Swords Adventures. Uh I'm gonna add a tier down here. Can I do that? Add a row below, and we're gonna make it uh we're gonna change it to like purple because purple. I really should have scheduled this more. Um, and this is nothing because I've heard nothing about it. I am also gonna put Hyrule Warriors in it. So Four Swords Adventures. I only recently found out that it existed. Um, so yeah, and like the Game Boy Advance Link to the Past. I'm just gonna put it in nothing. Um, all right. All right. We got the Minish Cap. So I'm gonna put this in B tier because like I've heard little about it, but it has a bird duck hat thing. So you can't you can't argue with that. So yeah. Um Okay, Majora's Mask, S tier, because I hear a lot of praise for it. Same for Ocarina of Time. What if you have not heard of these two games? You have been living under a rock, especially since wait, yeah, that's the. I just wanted to check if it was like an N64 special version. It was. So yeah, if you haven't heard, Ocarina of Time is the highest rated game on Metacritic, so that must mean something. So yeah. Um. All right, next game, Breath of the Wild. Okay, that goes in that also goes in S tier. Because I have friends who have played this specific video game on the Nintendo Switch. Um, and they said it was good. It looks good, like open world game. Wow, that's crazy, man. Um, what is this? I Oracle of Seasons and Ages. Never heard of these. Um, okay, now we have Twilight Princess. This is gonna go in. Um, I'm gonna put it in A tier because um like I hear it as a good game, but it was remade like a lot, and that could have gotten repetitive. Also, um, haven't heard that much about it, except that uh, that's what Smash Brawl and for Zelda and Ganondorf are based from. Wow. Yeah. So wow, that's amazing. Um, so yeah. All right, A Link to the Past. We're gonna also put this in A tier, because like I don't know, I haven't heard that much about it except like some good stuff, I guess. So yeah, I do know that his people think his hair is pink from like one article thing. Yeah. A Triforce Heroes. Yeah, we're this is going in C tier because it seems like a very gimmicky game. So yeah, and it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick game. It's more like a spin-off, so it's going in nothing. Spirit Tracks. We got we got a Zelda's Down special based on it. Wow, that's very original. We're gonna put this in a B tier. I don't know. Barely heard anything from it except the stage. Yeah, me and my friends just memed the stage because it was the stage, and in Smash, and also Zelda's Down special. So, and Conductor Link and a train. Wow. All right. Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. All right, it goes in C tier just for not having the right Master Sword, and I haven't heard that nice stuff about it. Like that is not the Master Sword handle, and I don't like it. I know it was like close to the original Zelda, and like very Zelda was very new, but still, it's kind of infuriating. See, this one has the Master Sword. Does this one have the Master Sword? Uh it doesn't. Okay, no, no. All right, Skyward Sword. As I said earlier, I just recently played the HD version, and yeah, it was my first Zelda game. So um, yeah, um, that was something. Um, I really enjoyed it. Just saying, but I'm gonna be breaking this off of the Wii version, so it goes in C tier. I mean, I would put the um the HD version in like A or S tier because I really enjoyed it, and I have a friend who played the original, and he said the HD version fixed a lot of the original's mistakes. Like, for example, Fee holding your hand too much, it's super slow. There's imprisoned. No, that didn't change in HD, but it we we got what other complaints uh motion controls, obviously, because we no free roaming camera, which, yeah, I don't know how it would live in that game without the free roaming camera. I have depended on it too much. um and But yeah, it is a really good story, which is a saving grace for it, for being in D tier, which, yeah. All right, Link's Awakening is next. Okay. This was remade on the Switch, and people seem to like it, I guess, so I'm gonna put it in B tier because my limited knowledge of video games from the series. A Link Between Worlds. I know this guy has a rabbit in it, so um, do I want to put it in A or B tier? Uh, I'm gonna this is a difficult decision. I'm gonna put it in A tier because it has a pretty interesting story from what I've heard of, like the low rule. Haha, get it, because the original one's called High Rule, and then it is a low rule. Wow, that's so original. And then lastly we have Phantom Hourglass, which, yeah, this is going in nothing. The only thing I recognize from it is that one treasure map guy that has like an expedition quest in Smash Ultimate, so um it's got that going for it. I know nothing else though. I did know that this game existed previously, so that's something. All right. So there we go. That is my tier list. In S tier, we have Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Breath of the Wild. And in A tier, we got Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, Link to the Past, and Link Between Worlds. B tier, we got Minish Cap, Spirit Tracks, and Link's Awakening. C tier, we got Adventure of Link and Skyward Sword. And then nothing. These ones. Wow. So yeah, that was something. I know you can't believe that. Wow. Super crazy. Um so yeah, that's my ranking of all the Zelda games, which is super accurate to yes. Um so yeah, there's one last thing I want to do though. I decided to have the most ingenious idea to do for a video. Wow, isn't that crazy?
It sure is.
Wow. So let me just pull this up. Um, so trying to get it. Sorry. Yeah.
You are good.
Hello. Uh, Let me just do the math time. So let me send this thing to you. Start. What is it? Hi.
Rar.
Rar.
Or
All right, I'm setting this thing to your phone, and I want you to see it.
Oh my. Do I want to see it?
Maybe.
Alright. It better be good.
Why is it being the frustrating?
Is it Apple?
No.
Surprising.
This is taking super long for me to figure out. That's super fun. Huh. All right. So, do you consider yourself to be a Zelda fan?
I sure do.
Wow. So, after playing Skyward Sword as my first Zelda game, I decided that was a perfect time to do a tier list of all the Zelda games based on other people's opinions. So, I just want to see if
Um,
this is accurate. So, he just sent it to you. So how is it? I just saw that picture you sent me. Why? I like it, but why?
which picture?
The both.
Alrighty. Here's the thing though. The only 3D Zelda game I haven't
All right.
played is Twilight Princess, and people say that's one of the best ones.
Yeah. And while I was waiting for you, I also saw this article that let me just pull it up. It says by making a mature Zelda game, Twilight Princess sucked the fun out of the franchise. And after reading that, after not playing that game, I know that's not true and stupid.
Yeah. Alrighty. So
Yeah. Okay. So
I think
did you get it yet?
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Most I don't. I've seen a lot of Zelda tier videos. Ocarina of Time is at S tier for them. You know, it
Because
had
it's
a very good
Ocarina of
impact
Time.
on the franchise. Okay, so we're gonna start with the games with the release date of the games. So the first Legend of Zelda, that's at A tier. I think that's a B or C tier.
Okay.
The Adventure of Link, that is definitely a D tier. Um, Link to the Past, I think that's good at A tier and invented like the really good dungeons that we see now. I think Link's Awakening is on there. I think
Yeah, it is.
that's yeah,
What
B
did I put it on?
tier.
Yeah, B.
It's
I
on
put it
B
on B tier.
tier.
Is that right? Hello.
I mean, basically, it's charming and it works pretty well for a Game Boy game.
Wow.
Um,
Is it B tier though?
Grid of Time. I'd say it's a B
Okay.
tier game. S tier Ocarina of Time. Although it did do massive props for introducing the franchise to 3D, I think it's an A tier game. Still pretty good game, but it's just not as it's aged quite a bit. I haven't
Oh,
played the
so
3DS version
you're
of it.
not one of those
I
like
want to play that
huge
version.
Ocarina of Time fan people on Metacritic or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely a good game, but
All
it's
right.
um Majora's Mask I would also put at A tier. The side quests are amazing, but again, only 4 dungeons, and one of them isn't very good. Dwigger, from all of them I played, it's one of my favorites. It's very charming. But it's my favorite. It's my favorite Zelda game. It's my favorite traditional Zelda game. But I personally like once I got to the Triforce pieces, I don't put it at S tier. I put it on A tier. Um, yeah. Also, the Minish Cap. I've played like 15 minutes of it. I think personally haven't beat it. People say it's one of the best 2D games, but I haven't played a whole lot of it, so I B tier. No, I don't see the Oracle games. So
The what? The Oracle? Oh
Twilight
yeah, I
Princess.
put those on nothing because I like heard nothing about them. That was a tier list that I wasn't able to show you because big. It was too big. Yeah.
Spirit Tracks. I think that would be B or C tier. I haven't played it.
Why are the tracks spirity?
A Link Between.
A Link Between Worlds.
Yeah.
Get going. I also put
That
Phantom.
one's-
I also put
I-
Phantom Hourglass in nothing tier. Just if you for your information.
Yeah, Phantom Hourglass would be solid C tier. A Link Between Worlds, I think that's as good as A Link to the Past. It's the same world, and the dungeons and items are really good. Breath of the Wild, solid S tier.
But you just said Wind Waker was your favorite game, but you put Breath of the Wild over it?
My favorite traditional Zelda game.
So Breath of the Wild isn't traditional?
And it's a lot different.
Okay.
If you played the Wild compared to Skyward Sword, you will very quickly realize the difference.
No, I'll still be playing
Skyward
as
Sword.
Link. I'll still be playing as Link. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, Skyward Sword C tier after the remake. No, that's a solid.
Yeah. I put it at C tier for like the original.
The original, I have.
I would have like put the remake at like A or B tier because I like that. I like it. Wow.
Yeah.
It has giant birds.
You liked it so much.
What?
Liked it so. Did you go AFK on it for like a day straight?
No.
How do you have 80 hours in it? Did
Magic.
You just play it for a day straight?
Magic, or in slow things,
right.
and me not knowing how to do the Mike Wazowski or the final boss until I looked up a guide. Hello.
Mike Wazowski had a giant eye.
Yeah, we've already been through this.
Mike Wazowski had a giant eye.
Maybe I was just like internally not wanting to use arrows because saving arrows is cool, I guess.
Have a bow and you have a giant eye.
I was just so caught up in cutting his tentacles.
I'm just, if you were to do a tier list video, I would be very happy to join you in it.
Okay, next tier list video, if that ever happens. Wow. All right. I can.
Oh yeah, I've.
You have to continue on. You have to continue on.
Alright. So I'm actually going to. I've been doing some thinking. I can't just put Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild at S tier, so I'm gonna move Ocarina of Time up to S tier. Link to the Past also S tier since it innovated it a lot. Twilight Princess, haven't played it, but I've heard it's really good, so that'll stay at A tier. Into the Past, that'll stay on that. Oh yeah, that's on S tier. Link Between Worlds.
Is that all of them? Did
Minish
you do all
Cap.
of them? Yeah, I think you did. So that's it. That is it.
Did all the.
You did all the ones that weren't in nothing tier. And just so you know, in nothing, in the tier list I chose, I had Hyrule Warriors, Four Swords Adventures, the Game Boy Advance Link to the Past with like Four Swords thing, the Oracle games, and Triforce Heroes, and Phantom Hourglass. So now
you had Four Sword Adventure.
For what?
So you had the Four Sword. Hold on, Four Sword.
What? No,
you had Four Sword.
No, I don't. Jeez. Well,
That game you have to have a GameCube. The disc for no, I don't think you have to have the disc. But if you want to play with 4 players, you each have to have your own Game Boy Advance.
yeah,
Link
that should have
cable.
been like that should have been on the Super Nintendo unless like it was dead. So GameCube. Ha ha ha. There's nothing wrong about
Yeah.
a pixelated graphics game. Maybe it was in 2001 with on a GameCube, but I dropped something. Okay, yeah, but you get the point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that's all I have for you. Wow, that's crazy.
Alrighty.
Yep. All right. Bye bye.
Goodbye, feller.
I am a feller.
You're a feller. You
Yeah.
just fell.
Yeah. Let's just end this. Bye bye. Congratulations for making it to the end of the video. Now, this video was recorded about like 3-4 months ago because my editor was unable to edit it. Now I'm editing my own videos and now it's up. Anyways, in this video, I had some news that I completely forgot except for one thing. I'm changing my channel name to Potato Cat without the gaming. So, there's a multitude of reasons why I'm doing it. It rolls off the tongue better, and yeah. So, yeah, that will come out soon, and like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.